everyone, welcome to Bad Beat Sports Betting. I'm Dave, joined as always with Steve. How you doing, bud?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Cool.
Better than
I'm
the
coming off a really good week 4. And you went 500 too, so we both had some pretty good picks.
could be better. Could be
Yeah, the
worse.
Falcons let me down again on Monday night. But then I had to come back with the Bears on Thursday. I actually thought it was a pretty good game. Bucks Bucks Bears.
Yeah, I was really shocked by the Bears winning.
Weird it was weird to see Tom Brady not know the situation.
Yeah, that.
If he actually didn't know it was fourth down. Not not something you see every day, but the Bears pulled it out. They're somehow 4-1, probably the most unlikely 4-1 team out there. Chugging along, we have the Eagles at the Steelers as our first game. Steelers -7.5. They had their unscheduled bye week, which Ben Roethlisberger was not happy about. I don't think they'll cover. I think the Eagles will keep it close and lose late.
And I see that Steelers defense taking over. I think it might be a close game, but like until the end of the game.
Like
Because
a
I see the
late
Eagles playing.
touchdown or something
Yeah,
like that.
I see the Eagles playing from behind like all game though.
Yeah, well, the key is going to be keeping Watt out of the backfield, so Wentz could stay up for sure. I don't know. I saw a lot of fight in the Eagles last week. I think that Wentz will be dive. He'll play kind of like a Ryan Fitzpatrick game, where it's not all just him staying in the pocket. He'll dive for some first downs to try to keep the ball moving. Then we have the Cardinals at Jets. I'm opting out of this one.
Yeah,
Cardinals favored by a touchdown.
yeah. So this actually, I was leaning. I'm just leaning towards the Cardinals just because it's hard to want to pick the Jets right now. But I'm still gonna stick with Cardinals -7. But I really wouldn't be surprised actually if the Jets keep this close. Le'Veon Bell is gonna be back, I believe.
Yeah, he's active. Joe
Um,
Flacco
Joe
might be
Flacco's
able to.
playing.
Honestly, he might be able to move the ball better than Darnold.
So yeah,
But we'll see. I don't know who's going to cover DeAndre Hopkins on the field. That's for
that
sure.
makes it harder to want to pick against the Jets. But Jets have not shown any reason this season why you would want to bet on them. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Rams at Washington football team, 7.5 point favorite. So you have the hook on the spread. New quarterback for the football team. They replaced not Fitzpatrick, Dwayne Haskins with Kyle Allen. I'm taking them to cover the 7.5. It's kind of like the Giants last week with the big spread against the Rams. The Rams aren't a team that are going to blow you out. They want to ground and pound, and I think that they'll win, but within that 7.5 point number.
Yeah, so this is where we differ. I'm picking Rams to cover the -7.5. Washington football team is just proving that they're a hot mess, like with this quarterback situation now. And also, I actually saw a stat the other day that Washington is 1-5-1 against the spread in their last 7 games.
That's a pretty good stat. Throwing out the sabermetrics at me now. Then we have Jags at Texans. Texans finally fired their coach, GM. He probably had an ownership interest in the team too, but Bill O'Brien's gone. A lot of people think that that's going to spark the Texans into a little winning streak. They're 6 point favorites in this game. I'm taking them to cover against the Jags.
Yeah, I can see them maybe playing a little harder now that they're not Bill O'Brien's gone. Apparently, he was not well liked in that locker room, getting into
Yeah,
heated
J.J.
fight.
Watt
Yeah,
spoke out against him.
maybe that'll make the team play a little harder. I also think the Texans are a more talented team than the Jaguars. Um, so yeah, I think the Texans will cover that.
Agreed. Staying with the 1 o'clock games, Bengals at Ravens. Ravens have been double-digit favorites in the last 2 weeks. They pushed last week with the -14 with the football team. Here's a stat for you: Joe Burrow is actually 4-0 against the spread in his career.
Hmm.
So I think that the Bengals will cover this 12-point number.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, so you mean Bengals will go? Yeah, yeah, I can see the Bengals covering the 12. I actually have the same pick. Also, another reason why I was thinking that is Lamar Jackson. What did he miss? One or two practices this week, I believe, with
Yeah, he had the
knee
Q
injury
thing
and a
for a little
stomach
while.
bug.
Also, the Ravens defense, it showed a little leakage. Like Dwayne Haskins threw for 300 yards. I'm pretty sure that Burrow could do some damage, not to win the game, but definitely to keep it within 10 points, I'd say. Raiders at Chiefs. Chiefs minus 11.5 at home. I kind of wanted to go Raiders with this one, but I'm not picking against Patrick Mahomes,
Yeah, neither am I. I
especially
don't.
in Arrowhead, where I think that they have some fans there, right?
Yeah, I think like 30%.
Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet. I think that it at Arrowhead last year the Chiefs won 28-7, so I think they can cover this number no problem.
Yeah, I could see them winning by like 14, 17 or something in this game. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm taking Chiefs to cover minus 11 and a half. I don't bet against the Chiefs often.
Yeah, don't bet against the MVP and Super Bowl champion Patrick Mahomes. Panthers at Falcons. This is probably is not a very good slate of games from like a matchup perspective. This one is one of the ones that could come down to the last second, and the spread kind of shows that it's minus 1.5 now. I've seen it up to minus 2.5 in favor of the Falcons. Falcons need to win I'd say, to save Dan Quinn's job at 0-4. And the Panthers are actually 2-0 without Christian McCaffrey, with Mike Davis coming out of the backfield. I'm going with the Falcons at home, and I don't think they're an 0-5 team by any stretch.
Nah, that's exactly why I'm picking them to not just to win, but to cover that spread. Also, because it's a small spread.
Yeah,
I
you want to
do
be
think
ahead
it
of the
will
side.
be a close game, especially divisional matchup. But I think the Falcons need a win here.
Yeah, agreed. And it'll definitely be close. Like Teddy Bridgewater's a quarterback that not doesn't necessarily win you games, but he keeps you getting points on the board to stay in the game. So I think it'll be close. Falcons will pull it out. Dolphins at 49ers. -9 for the 49ers. It's a little pumped up, I think. The Dolphins, I think. Do you think we see Tua in this game? That's kind of been the
Yeah,
talk of the town this week, is that they should probably move on from Fitzpatrick.
they probably should, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, Fitzpatrick hasn't been terrible. If I think if the Dolphins go down by more than 3 scores, I think you might see Tua get put in at the second half.
That'd be something to watch for. Well, I guess eyes will be on the Giants Cowboys game more likely than this game, but I think the Dolphins will cover the +9. They should have, if they had better play calling from Chan Gailey last week, they probably would have covered against the Seahawks. I think they settled for like 5 or 6 field goal opportunities within the 25. So I think that they can keep up with the 49ers offense. Jimmy Garoppolo and Mostert are set to play, but I think that they can keep up
Yeah,
with this
I think they'll keep it
+9.
close. I actually think this line, I have to look, right? As I last saw it, it was -9 49ers, but I think it moved to -10. Either way, I'm
Okay,
taking
so
it.
even better.
Either way, I'm taking Dolphins to against the spread.
And Fitzpatrick's kind of like, if he does play, he's the type of quarterback that'll do what Wentz did last week and just play risky, keep them in the game against the 49ers. Giants at Cowboys.
Oof.
Cowboys, another 9-point favorite, which I don't get because they can't stop anybody. Their defenders literally came out and said this week that they don't try hard on every play. I think that the Giants will sneak out a win here. I'm taking them with the money line.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bet on these Giants games anymore. Um, I don't know. I don't see them keeping it close. Actually, that's not true. They kept it close with the Rams. They could probably keep it close with Dallas. I just have
It's gonna
no more faith in my Giants.
it's gonna be tough because I don't know who's gonna cover CD Lamb. I'm guessing Bradbury will be on Cooper. But then on the other side, like the Giants actually have the weapons. Tight ends have killed the Cowboys if Evan Ingram decides to show up for the first game this year. Darius Slayton, I think, should have a big game. I think they can keep it. And I think it'll be another shootout. Maybe not. Maybe the Giants won't win, but I'm taking the chance. You get pretty good value out of the pick. Sunday night, Vikings. So primetime Kirk Cousins at Seahawks. Seahawks are 7-point favorites. I guess there's something to the primetime Kirk Cousins thing.
Maybe, but primetime Kirk Cousins versus primetime Russell Wilson. I don't know. I'm taking Seahawks here. Seahawks to cover.
Yeah, Seahawks -7 is the way to go, I think. I was reading that Cousins said that the reason that he struggles in later games is because he's so used to getting his body ready for 1 p.m. So he doesn't know what to do throughout the day. I don't know. There's probably some science that could back that up, but
Probably, but you would think by this many years in the league, you would learn how to deal with that. Sure. I don't know, listen to music, lay in bed, or that's probably not good. Listen to music and just walk around, eat, dispute your teammates. It's probably not that hard of an adjustment.
Well, also, it doesn't really make sense because in college, you don't play a lot of 1 o'clock games anyway. It's a lot of afternoon tilts. I don't know. I think Seahawks is the way to go.
Oh,
-7.
Seahawks have just been playing at a high level, and they haven't shown any signs of really slowing down.
Yeah, and their defense played a little bit better last week. They got Diggs back after he got suspended in I think it was against the Cowboys game. But they got him back. I think Jamal Adams is still out, but they probably have enough to outscore the Vikings. Chargers at Saints. The Saints have had a couple Monday night games already this year. They didn't they lost the game outright against the Raiders. So now against Drew Brees' former team, they're 9-point favorites. We'll go head-to-head on this one, actually. Yeah. I'm taking them to cover the 9 points. If Michael Thomas plays, that's the qualifier.
So I saw that, Thomas is probably back this week, which almost made me pick the Saints, but I think the Chargers have been playing pretty well. Herbert's looked good. I mean, they stayed competitive against the Chiefs, and that's just one of the reasons why I'm picking I don't think the Chargers will win it, but I think they might keep it within 9, especially the way they played the Chiefs 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whatever it's been by now. I really like the way Herbert's been playing for a rookie. That's my whole logic in picking the Chargers against the spread this week.
Yeah, he has looked good, and they were a fumble in the first half away from maybe going into the halftime with a lead against the Buccaneers last week. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that one.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
Nope. Best of luck. Bet responsibly. Don't put the house on anything.
Yeah, betting's supposed to be fun. Don't bet what you don't have. And everyone, good luck.
Good luck to everyone. See you next week.